There we go. I had it too. That's funny. Alright, welcome to episode 218 of the MailleWerX Chainmail Livestream. My name's Sean. I run MailleWerX.com, where you can find all the chainmail themed apparel and accessories that your heart desires. How are you tonight? Thank you, Peg. No words tonight because my freaking microphone's off. I'll get it figured out eventually. It's fine. If anyone in the future ever watches these streams on like the YouTube archives or whatever, they'll see me repeat this so many times that they'll just think I'm dumb, and I'm okay with that if future people think I'm dumb. All right. Let's go ahead and go to the overhead camera here. So, actually making some semblance of progress on this piece. Might one day finish it. I'll put it like this. We'll probably finish it before the end of the year. That's my goal. That's the only goal I have. Just finish. How many rings do I have? Well, I don't have enough to finish it, so let's just say I'll use up all the rings I have before the end of the year is out. That's the only goal I have. Hell, you okay with people thinking you're dumb now? Puts them at ease or something? Yep. Oh, her? No, she's not crazy. She's just a bit slow. Yeah. No, me too. It is powerful when people underestimate you. So I am okay with it. And honestly, I'd rather some people think that I was stupid than to have to deal with them. That's come out actually a lot this past year. It's like, okay, you can think that I don't have all my neurons firing, but as long as you stay way over there, we won't have a problem. Anyway, I will figure I need to write a big note, put it right above my computer that says, "Is your microphone on?" That's what I need to do before I do anything else. Okay, so what all did I do today? I got my LegalZoom paperwork in, so I should be able to take that to Apple and get the app uploaded to Apple. So that is a bonus. And hey, Barb, how you doing? What else have I been up to? I can get a chance to take pictures of it and upload it to Apple yet, but I'll do that first thing in the morning tomorrow. And get everything situated on that, and then hopefully they will approve it, upload it to the App Store, and then I can finish what I need to on the back end, and I'm shooting for, like, I don't know, a grand reopening app launch sale. The work's all done on the website, and now like the website's all brand new, so that's been redone. What else is done? The apps are done. They're just not up to the store. And I really just have 2 more things to do to the store, and then I'm good. It's set for a little while. Right back at you, girlfriend. So once all that is, well, once the app is up on the App Store, then I'm going to have a little sale, app announcement kind of deal. Should be fun. And essentially that will be the end of this project. And I can move on to working on products and product design. So I'm pretty excited about that. We got a bunch of accessories added, like the spacer beads and stuff that I've been using. I got a bunch of those listed up on the store. So I did do a lot of that today. Now I gotta come up with some new ideas for product designs and whatnot. So things are finally culminating in, you know, completion. Like kind of everything is all at once getting done. It's nice. I got a few more bracelets to make. I got some more. I need to order some more rings. Testing ring sizes for some of these beads I've been working with is getting a little spendy, but most of the ring sizes are working out. Everybody ready for the weekend? One more day of work and then relax for a little bit. I'm supposed to have my interview with the new company next week. And we'll see how that goes. And if they hire me, that'll be interesting because that's like the one thing stopping me from being able to open up a lawsuit against my last company. Other than that, pretty chill day. I cooked dinner. I made some spaghetti. It turned out pretty good, which is good because my mother-in-law came over and had dinner with us. You get to flow jam in Milwaukee tomorrow evening. Get to play with all the new toys and actual people. Nice. Well, I hope you have fun. You will have to come back and tell us all about it. Colton says, hi to tell him I said goodnight. Thank you. Good night, kiddo. I went to go say goodnight to him, and right before I came downstairs, and he got up and ran to the bathroom. I was like, well, okay. I guess I'll talk to you later, buddy. Tonight is all about charging the toys. Can't have the batteries dying. The toys for going to the Flow Jam. Gotta make sure they work. Good. Get all that stuff running. I don't think I have any plans for this weekend. Not that I'm aware of. I should make some. It's fine on a little bit. I even went outside today without a coat and without a hoodie. Hey Rick, how you doing? How is your son? How's he doing? Yeah, I went outside and I hung out for a little bit without a coat or a hoodie on, and the weather was nice. I was shocked. It's the first time I've been outside in just a t-shirt in months. I mean, I had pants on too, but I mean, just a t-shirt covering my upper body. It's like, I don't know what happened, but after Louisiana, Iraq, oh, I don't have this light on. There. Now you can see my beautiful face. After Louisiana and Iraq and San Antonio, I just became really sensitive to the cold. And I do not enjoy it one bit. I don't remember being that way when I was younger. Go outside and, you know, I'd be fine. Temperature didn't bother me, but here I go outside and I instantly want to go back inside. You actually walked to and from work today? Been a hot couple of years since you hoofed it? Nice. I had a job not too long ago. It's right around the corner from where I live. And I could have walked there. I never left the house in time, though. Ooh, and that would have been worse because it was 12-hour shifts there. I did not want to walk to work 12 hours, and then turn around and come home. You know, it might be half a mile. It's not that far. Maybe three quarters of a mile at the most. Especially during the warmer months, it's one thing, but there's no way I'd walk during the winter months. All right. Need to get to, well, I have to figure out what's going on with this next job. And you know, I'm getting to a point where I won't have to. The farthest I'll have to walk is down here. That's my goal. I'm getting there. You're coiling rings tonight? How you doing, John? Coiling more rings, yeah. Not gonna lie, that's definitely something I've considered recently. Just working on getting precise ring sizes for these bracelets. It's like, so we're not getting a dentist set up to extract your tooth, but antibiotics have killed the swelling in your face? Good. Yeah, teeth are the worst, man. When they hurt, it's awful. That last one, yeah, all right. One more time around completed. All right, this music is nice, but it's making me sleepy. Is this better? Change it for a song that's gonna make me sleepier. All right, let's test fit this. Ooh, hey. That, it looks like it's a winner. Maybe not. Maybe. Like, here's the center top of my head. One more row. He's a metalhead. Touches my ears. A little farther. No, that's like solid. It's even front and back. It's even okay. Let me take my fucking hat off. And where is there? I'm gonna say one more. Just one row of rings across here. That's not too bad. You always feel like they need a plume or something in the middle piece to prevent the hat button effect and deflect force from that point. You have one that is expanding 4-in-1 and Galv made like 20 years ago. Excuse me. Yeah. So we'll just mark this off real quick. I feel good about expanding it down from here. Oh, okay. Yeah, music's making me sleepier. Okay. You always feel like they need a plume or something in the middle piece. Gotcha. A plume. This is only the second one I've made. The other one I did was out of 6-gauge 1/4-inch aluminum for a friend of mine so he could wear it to the Renaissance Festival. It's weird because I can still feel the weight of the coif and the temperature, the cold from the metal on my head. For a display piece, it's not too bad. Not worried about it being perfect. I don't think that this is the ring size I would want to use. To be honest, I think 18 gauge is probably a little too thin for armor. I don't know. It's a symbiotic meshing of the male-like hug. Oh yeah. Ring size, is it 18 gauge or thicker? Someone did write a book about riveted rings recently, about armor, chainmail armor, and I want to get a copy. I think it's in my Amazon wish list. But it is not armor. I know many like to say it is, but unless it's welded rivet, it's not really armor riveted. You can get away with 16 gauge as armor. You get it on sale if it's not like $300, you believe? What are you getting on sale? You've lost me. Let's see here. So 16 gauge is like a standard riveted ring size. And what am I buying for 300 bucks? Oh, the book. Yeah. I think that's why I didn't buy it. I didn't have 300 bucks. Yeah, the book I mentioned. Sorry. I like to talk and then forget immediately what I just said. Because, you know, brain. And 16 gauge rivet is about standard munition grade. Okay. Yeah, I assumed that what I was working with here was a little thin. It's nice. It's nice, you know, nice light piece, but this just seems like something that would not withstand, even if it was welded or riveted, it wouldn't withstand much, you know? And I know, like, the neck tunic shark suits that are welded, they withstand shark bites. And you need a gamison under it, or it's still not really going to work the way one would hope. Yeah. Yep. So, if I make another one, well, that it would do the job of modern bows, would blow through it. Yeah. If I made another one and had all the rings on hand that were all the same size, and I didn't have to sit here and close each one and test if the edges line up correctly or not. It's all a matter of what is the age of the weapon attacking your armor. I think that for display pieces, butted is just fine for me. But if I were to make one, you know, I would like to make some riveted armor at some point. But I just got the welder and I haven't even used that yet. One day. One day. We'll fire up the welder and we'll make riveted rings, and we'll just have a slew of cameras going down overhead watching each table. That'll be fun. So I don't know if you guys are watching any of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial going on. That's all I keep seeing. £560 auto-cocking slimline crossbows with mounted bolt clips and 20 rounds, not much armor besides a 3-inch AR 500 plate will stop today's equipment, let alone a tungsten carbide bolt wing, a pound and a half, traveling at 900 feet per second. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think that me and my little setup down here are going to be able to produce something that can withstand that. A $300 crossbow? Yeah. My neighbor has a crossbow with an air compressor. Not an air compressor. Like a CO2 tank attached to it. So you can fire it and it automatically pulls the string back. Try to avoid sensational stuff like the Depp Heard stuff. Well, it's all the rage. I just heard something funny. I don't remember if I said this last night or not, but apparently after it was found out that she like took a dump on their bed and left it for him and blamed it on the dog, the hashtag Amber Turd was trending. I thought that was funny. $75 for a tungsten carbide bolt. Yeah. Sensationalist news. I mean, that's all of it, right? It got so bad that I mean, I don't watch the news at all, right? None of it. Not a channel. I stay considerably well informed because of that. George Brave Slingshot channel is one that has interested you for years. The instant Legolas maker. And is this the I don't is there more than one Slingshot channel, or is this a guy that had it was like a rubber band crossbow that the bolts spun around and you pulled the trigger and it shot the bolt, and then it rotated like a revolver and shot the bolt again? I haven't watched that channel in a while. Yeah, I spend... Yep, he'll have his Oreo splitter gun. Huh. I have not seen that. It's like, I watch stocks in the morning, podcasts in the afternoon. And then family comes home, and then I do this stream, and then sometimes there's a couple of videos that I watch after I get done here, a couple of channels, but I don't have time really to spend doing much else. To follow the latest celebrity drama. There is. Ooh. Oh, my arm. Found using a baby wipe while coiling does a good job of keeping the gunk off your hands. Last few days you were ending up with black hands from machine oils in the coils. So, trick to pass on if you start making your rings, and should save a water change or two in the tumbling. There you go. I always used a glove when I was making my own rings. It wouldn't stop my hands from turning black necessarily, because you're still like handling the coils and, you know, clipping them. I wouldn't wear a glove, but whenever I was coiling them, I had a glove on to guide the wire. So that, I don't think it wiped off any of the gunk, but did prevent me from getting crap all over my hands a little bit. Almost lost your hand and seen too many folks pitch a section of the glove into the coil and it tries to coil your hand. I mean, yeah, that happens, but you just reverse the drill and Like, my drill's not powerful enough to take or even damage my hand from wearing a glove. Doing, like, your job, machining and whatnot, yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't wear a glove in those settings. But I was just holding the wires that ran through my hand. Folks panic and grab the drill trigger and ramp it to full speed. Yeah, I'll bet they do. I'm not saying it's the best practice or anything. I don't make my own rings anymore, so. You've been trying to come up with a guide for the wires so you don't have to handle them when coiling. So far, you've been unsuccessful in finding anything. Aren't there a couple of jig setups online? I'm not certain, but... I thought some people had made some. See Hannibal's 3D printed guide. Oh. I was gonna say, I think I found a t-shirt supplier that I like. That's not the direct garment printing that's been failing everything. You only just like the trigger spot being a point of safety. Break it to an open trigger would be less likely to give you the heebie-jeebies of taking your finger off holding it there. You haven't... I think he shared it to the Chainmail group on Facebook because I saw it in the last week or two. I don't know if I saw that. I remember one from a long time ago. I don't know whose it was. Anyway. I just know that I've seen people have, you know, jigs set up to help them coil their rings. All right. I don't know who the person was, but I did see someone who was coiling rings, and they had a pair of vice grips holding the wire to the dowel, to the mandrel, to get their coil going. And when they coiled it, the vice grips just spun round and round and round. Alright, thanks, dude. I'll take a look at it. did see that. So that was, hey, you know, I'm not going to knock anybody's method for how they do something. You spoke with that guy too? Oh. A wild wobble, yeah. I mean, hey, you know, if it worked, whatever. Safety, you know, safety third. It'll be fine. Love his extra long wooden toolbox he used for storage. Nice. Yeah, I just, you know, I had a drill, a mandrel, and a coil of wire. What do you call those things? The thing that the spool. I had a spool of wire. Right? And I just did it by hand when I was making mine. So, which wasn't the best way then, and it's certainly not the best way now. Actually, have a hand drill that you're planning on using to spin the mandrel coil. There you go. The second people I met who made chainmail used a hand jig. Many hours of childhood was hand winding copper around to drumsticks for rings from reclaimed house wire. Nice. I think when I was out in Iraq, the first time around, excuse me, I didn't have any wire, or I had ran out of rings and I was waiting on some to show up, and so I found some copper electrical wire and like some aluminum fence wire, and then like some galvanized steel wire from a chain link fence or something. And I hand wound myself a bunch of rings, and I think I used like fingernail clippers to cut them. Actually, I made a coffee cup wrap, like one of the first ones I'd ever done out of that. That's an old photo somewhere on my Facebook page, I think. You have seen hand crank jigs, but the time to make one coil, you rip 30 on the drill? Yeah. Exactly. Yuppers. It's, you know, it's just one way to make it. You've also made rings in school with wire bread ties on a pencil and scissors to cut them to make an example for teachers number of times. Nice. I never did the bread tie thing. I have seen people use paper clips. You'll gladly sacrifice some speed for greater control over the process. You're a weird control freak like that. And I think that's reasonable too. Got grounded for a summer stealing every metal coat hanger in the house. Of course you did. That's funny. Oh, where'd it go? It's more than some speed after the 10th coil and the cranking starts to wear and you like opening 12 gauge rings. Well, yeah, I'm sure when your son was young, he got in trouble one year for using every wire coating he could find for a bow. Naturally, he bent the shit out of all of them. That's funny. For good coils, can't let the spring back tension up until the coil is done. And how you let go without the crank smacking you. Oh, really? It was shortly after that you bought him an actual bow? Okay, so if you hand crank a coil, you gotta cut the wire so the tension's let out of it, and before you let go of the crank, otherwise it'll come back. It could like start spinning. Interesting. I made a bow when I was young out of a stick and some string. And I even made arrows. We had a dartboard with metal tip darts in the basement. And I took the metal tips and I put them on the end of some dowels I picked up from somewhere. And I made arrows out of them. If you don't snip the wire first, and that backlash clipping the wire can cause a distortion from backlash speed. Torching rings larger depending on wire hardness. Interesting. As you're loading the spring as you coil, then at the end you need to back the coil to release tension slowly, or it's another point of variable that can sneak up on you. Are you talking just like regular springs or chainmail ring coil springs? You're talking about both, right? Oh, just male coiling? All good things to look out for. Did you see that? The ring tried to attack me. It jumped up towards my face. All right. Ooh. That's weird. I did see the stream flash for a second, right? About 10 minutes ago. And now it's saying I've only been live for 10 minutes. Oh, sure. But it's 9:54, so it's been going a little bit longer than that, I thought. Okay, so this is the last stream of the week. I will be back Sunday night. Like waving the coil around a doorstop is horrible for the rings. They will still pass the light test. Tight stack won't let light through, but be more distorted and make the weave less likely to lay flat. So the best goal is to coil and lay the coil flat and not let it bend. You're talking about a doorstop that goes dang. Right? Don't flick your coil like you would a doorstop. None of these things were ever considered when I was 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there. I was like, look, I'm making chainmail. Exactly, coils will do that, but that will warp the whole bend area, but it's not perceivable, huh? Like left versus right leaning rings will make your longer chains tend to naturally spiral. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So yeah, last stream of the week. I'll be back Sunday nights. Don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. I hope to have the app up on Apple and possibly approved by Monday. So that'll be nice. You fight it a lot. The smaller rings use as its telescope through the number of... You fight it a lot. The smaller rings you use as its telescope through the number of ring uses. I am not following you there, John. What do you mean by telescoped? Like, I guess is what I'm stumbling on. From such warping or bending, the coils show up when you can count the chain 6 times. No, it's right. But one is longer than the other still. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've had that. Oof. I do have some rings on the way to finish this jelly cube, so that's nice. I went to the chain-reaction.ca website and I couldn't complete my order, and me and Wally went through this whole fiasco of trying to figure out what was going on, but finally got it figured out after a couple of days. So my rings are on the way for that. The longer the piece, the more noticeable it comes. Oh, okay, at 15 inches you don't notice it, at 50 inches you do. I gotcha. Wow, what happened to your dark TRL site? This... It's eye-piercing white. Where is the night mode? I have not been to the site yet. Is it that white? I don't know about that. Makes you feel like Joshua Dilberto page? Okay. Yeah, because we've got Mail, Diliberto. Who's got Whitney Mail? Those are all white, right? What is the Metal Designs is white also, yeah. Is Chainmail Joe, does he have a dark website? He does, doesn't he? Weird. So yeah. I know fractions listed, they went aspect ratio and millimeter size. What is going on here? That's no good. That's a good thing I put millimeter calculator inside, or a conversion calculator inside the app that I'm going to have available next week. How many tutorials just got scrapped with this change? Do they have tutorials on their site? I don't think they had any paid tutorials on there. Do they have free ones? Let's go take a look. Folks that tell you to order from them in fractions. There you go. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, I wouldn't be writing a tutorial based off the ring lord ring sizes. I'm sure someone was doing it, but I hope most of them weren't. Peg, are you, I know you write tutorials, right? It's been around for years and lots of folks use them as bulk supplier. I mean, I understand that, but I mean, I thought I got lucky when the black anodized aluminum rings I ordered for the Finnegan's Wake flag fit, because nothing I have ordered from TRL in the last while has really worked out well. You know, case in point right here with these rings, I gotta check each one. Most of yours were of TRL rings. Do you have to rewrite all your tutorials now? Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to begin with millimeter sizes. Not sure yet. You'll have to get new stock and equipment or experiment. Fair enough. I guess that's what everybody has to do. That's the cost of change and advancement and improving, is that, you know, shit happens and you gotta adjust. Then again, you've been fighting with TRL rings since the Rosebud tutorial, which is back in 2019. Fair enough. I get your point. I just, you know, I assumed that since I had issues with them back, you know, way back, anyone who was good enough to be writing tutorials for other people would want, wouldn't want to have to fight to have the same ring size. $12.35 to buy 260,000 machine cut stainless rings and closest size Twitter coin tonight. You're paying yourself to make them yourself. That's funny. $1,200, 260,000 rings. Alrighty, I think that's. Let's do one more just to be sure. Kind of like the end of this section here. And no shipping fee. Well, it's tempting, I'm gonna be honest. It really is, but I'm not in the business of making stuff as a living. I'm doing it for fun and as a side hustle. If I ever get to a point where I am making it as a living, I will explore that idea more. I'll look into a ringinator and various ring sizes and whatnot. But until that time comes, because even if I had, even if I had the ability to make my own stainless steel rings, I would, any aluminum or titanium or niobium, I guess titanium I could probably do as well, right? All right. So this is where we're at. This is the front. This is going to be the front portion that stops right here. We're getting there. Do I look pretty? I got chainmail on my head and a chainmail printed hat. It's a magic trick. Oh shit, I just hit my glasses really hard. What's underneath the chainmail? More chainmail! Alright. Adorable. Thanks. Okay. The more I get into this, the more I don't want to use this. These are the original rings we started working with that I was going to add to this, right? And I don't have enough rings to finish this one, of course. Even combined, I wouldn't have enough rings to finish like a full piece, right? So I'm going to have to order more rings. I think we might turn this into something else. I don't know. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Just a large dice bag. I don't know. Something. A chainmail beanie. Yeah. For a chainmail beanie, I would want it to be a little bit more form-fitting. You know? What if I just like took this and sewed it to my hat? Need to make it a solid bill weave, and not just take my hat here and then we'll like just stitch it. That would totally work. Alright. So yeah, we might be turning this into something else. Not thrilled about that idea, but whatever. We're working to get rid of it. And now instead of one project to finish, we have two because, you know, reasons. Alright guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. I do appreciate you being here. All your contributions and commentary. Please do like, share, heart react to the stream. Tell your friends, tell your family. Chainmail is the greatest shit in the world. You can find it all here. Alright. I'll be back Sunday night. In the meantime, you know, don't add to the population. Don't detract from the population. If you don't get arrested, if you do get arrested, make sure that you take control of the room quickly. And make sure you're safe this weekend, okay? Alrighty, guys. I'll be back Sunday. If you need something, you know where to find me. You all have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.